I'm going to show you how to make a really cool in-grain cutting board that's also book matched. So what you need to do is grab ambrosia maple, and I think it's worth it even if you have to look online to order it. This is a beautiful wood. What happens is the ambrosia beetle gets in the wood and it bores through it, and then a fungus follows and makes these dark stripes. So this is a 1-inch board, and I'm cutting it 1.5-inch thick. So there it is when I lay it out, and how I laid it out is you start in the middle and you just alternate and you go out. Every time you cut, you open it up like a book. Now, I used 3 clamps here. I probably only needed 2 because you'll see that they got in the way. I used Titebond 3. That's what you want to use for, or something equivalent. That's what you want to use for cutting boards or something that gets wet a lot. And then just tighten it up there. Make sure everything is matched the way you want it. Now, watching videos on glue ups on YouTube, I found out that I really just need to leave it there for 4 hours clamped. So that's what I did. A little bit more than 4 hours. Cut off my ends. I tell you what, this Win bandsaw is great. So then I grabbed my polisher sander because this can take a lot of material off quickly. And I've got an 80 grit disc on that. And so I'm just trying to smooth things out so I can switch to my random orbital. And then before I did that, I rounded everything. So this is a 1/4-inch round over bit on my $30 Harbor Freight router. I love this thing. I should buy more so I have different bits available on all of them at the same time. And so you'll see I'm doing it at every angle. I think a chamfer bit would also look cool. And now to the random orbital. I love these pads. This is like a squishy foam pad that you put in between your sander and the sandpaper. And I love it for corners. They're not very expensive on Amazon. I started with 120 grit and worked my way all the way to 240 grit. Of course, you want to take your time. I've got things sped up, but you want to go slow. I've heard 1 inch per second. I'm sure there's times when I did faster than that, but that's what's recommended. Then I just put mineral oil. There was a couple gaps, so I put gel super glue before I sanded in those gaps. And there you go.